Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Paula. Today we're going to be learning two poses in this tutorial. We're going to be learning supported headstand and also forearm stand, which is Salamba Shirshasana and Pincha Mayurasana. So we're going to get started with a few breaths in just to get ourselves into our presence and our energy settled. So you can find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Slowly take a deep breath in all the way from your nose. And hold it here at the top for a few seconds. And this is slowly exhale from our nose, emptying out. Let's take two more breaths. Take a deep breath in. And slowly just let it go. For the last time, let's take one deep breath in. Feeling the sensation of your lungs expanding. And as you exhale, just empty out completely. So now we're gonna get started into our drills for our headstand. So I'm going to show you guys how to do everything as a beginner. So this is how I learned to do my supported headstand on my own. So we're going to learn the basics. First of all, you always have to listen to yourself and where you are in your practice. Everybody's different. We all have different bodies and capabilities. So what I'm able to do might not be the same for someone else. So you always have to be patient with yourself. So something very important, or forearms or shoulders. They're going to help us to measure the distance so that way we can be properly aligned and we can support our body the right way. And that way you're not going to have any sort of imbalance in your weight, if that makes sense. So you're going to grab your elbows in front of your body with your opposite hands. And this is going to be the distance that most of the time you should go by when you do a forearm stand or a supported headstand. Your body might be different. If this feels that it's not the right thing for you, you can obviously extend more your elbows or bring them a little bit closer, but that's just an overall tip. So to get started into our supported headstand, we're going to start bringing our arms down to the floor. So you can find yourself in a similar position as I am, having your legs on the ground. It can be like tabletop, and slowly placing your elbows down to the ground. And from here, you're going to slowly extend your hands in front of you so you can interlace your fingers or clasp your hands together. And you're going to slowly place your hands down on the ground. So here it's like you almost made a triangle except for the base. So your arms and your elbows are almost making a pointy shape here. And here you're going to see if you can place your head or the crown of the head all the way down on the ground and slowly just see how you're feeling right now. You can slowly lift up your knees from the mat and just see how this position feels right for you at this moment. It might be a lot of weight for your head, or it might feel just simply as breathing in and breathing out, something very normal for you. So here, just try to take your time until you feel comfortable having your head or the crown of your head all the way down on the ground. And from here, you can slowly see if you can start moving towards our second pose, which is going to be, I call it like a bean. So for you to be able to hold your balance in an inversion, for me, I think it's very important to get your base right. You don't want to start flying if you are not able to hold yourself, and obviously you don't want to injure yourself. So we're going to start little by little. And what I mean by doing a bean, basically you're going to start taking off from the ground as slowly as possible, so that way you don't do it too harsh or too fast and then you roll forward, and then God forbid, or the universe, that you hurt your neck. So we're going to place our elbows down on the ground and interlacing our fingers, slowly bringing the crown of your head, and your fingers and hands are going to be supporting the back of your head here, if that makes sense. Trying not to place your head on top of it because you don't want to hurt your fingers. So here we're going to start getting towards the bean. So once you're almost in a dolphin pose, but with your head in the ground, here we're going to start taking our feet little by little. See how you're feeling in this semi-inversion. And what I mean by doing a bean is that we want to stay basically like a little ball, just hovering off from the ground like this. And here it's very easy for you to just go back down if you feel like you lost your balance. And also, if you fall forward, you can always roll over. I just didn't want to do it, but you get the point. So we're gonna do the bean once again. And it's very important to just do what feels comfortable for you. If you don't like doing the bean and you wanna do something else, you know, this is just a tutorial. You don't have to do it the right way as I do. It's just a suggestion. So now, let's see the bean progression for our supported headstand. So you're gonna place your hand, the crown of your head all the way down, lift up your knees, and slowly walk your feet closer and closer towards your body. And I forgot to mention, you're gonna make sure, it's hard to see yourself as you're doing this, but your back and head are going to be straight as they can be. Making a line, and see if you can find your bean. Stay here for 5 breaths, seeing how you can hold here your alignment, and see if little by little you can start extending one leg above your head, and then the other one can follow. And of course, this is at your own pace as well. Remember to breathe in and slowly breathe out, letting everything go. And as you do your supported headstand, Salamba Shirshasana, you're going to bring your feet as close as possible and just shooting straight towards the sky. Staying here for 5 to 10 breaths max. And slowly, if you like to take off back from the bean, you can bring your legs all the way down, one at a time. And see if you can bring yourself down, back towards your child's pose. And basically, that's the easiest explanation I can give someone to do a supported headstand. It's just basically going one step at a time. It's not going to be in one go. Maybe for some people it might be, but for me, it took me lots of months to be able to get to my supported headstand. And eventually, once I felt comfortable doing this pose, I decided, okay, now it's time to do forearm stand. So Pincha Mayurasana. So we're going to now move towards our pincha. And obviously this is not going to be as detailed as it can be, but it's just like a little quick tutorial if you would like to, you know, just get some tips to get into your poses or asanas. So once again, we're gonna start in a tabletop position, and we're going to do our trick where we grab our opposite elbows and then spread out our hands in front of us. So you can do this on the mat and slowly find yourself like this. So I just wanted to say this before we jump into the Pincha Mayurasana. Some teachers out there, they like doing poses differently, and you can do whatever pose, whatever way you like, but some teachers like doing it the same way as supported headstand, and if that's your thing, totally go for it. Everybody has different anatomy and we're all different. So what might be easier for you might not be easy for someone else. So you have to understand that's why there's many variations in the yoga world, because there's something there for someone. So that out of the way, I'm super sorry for talking too much. We're going to slowly start bringing our forearms down towards the ground, grabbing our opposite elbows. And here we're gonna move to dolphin pose. As we press down our elbows and hands down towards the floor, you're going to start lifting up your knees, and we're going to almost feel like we're doing downward facing dog with our body. And here, just take the time to feel the extension in your triceps, forearms, back, because this is a big stretch, very advanced if you ask me, because it requires a lot of flexibility. So from here, if you can slowly start stepping closer and closer, so you can open up more your chest and legs into your dolphin. If you like to also experiment, you can lift up one leg at a time and keep your gaze forward, slowly switching sides. And breathing in and breathing out. So once you have done enough times your dolphin pose and you feel like you have been able to open up your chest and also your forearms, we're going to see if you can little by little start taking off weight from the ground. So you have to be very patient with yourself. It's very easy to get frustrated when you're not where you want to be, especially in the yoga sense. So just remember, take one step at a time. Bring your forearms down towards the ground and slowly inhale, lift up your knees, walk your feet closer and closer towards your elbows. And here, you can see if you can lift up one leg at a time. And here we're going to start using our core strength. So you're going to start pointing as much as you can. And you can do your bean once again, having one leg straight, and see if you can bring the other one. Here, you're going to breathe in really deeply so you can keep your Pincha Mayurasana as you look forward and shooting your legs straight above you. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. So Pincha Mayurasana is a very advanced asana. And if there's something of your interest that you would like to do, I recommend doing it every day. And if you can't every day, it's fine. Just try doing it every week, because consistency is very important in your yoga practice. And it takes a lot of your energy and strength. So you have to be determined that if you want to get there, you will be there. So basically, those were my 2 poses of the day. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions or any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. I really appreciate it for being here, and namaste.